All right. Well, this audio stuff is driving me nuts.
He messed up his audio on the first
I know.
recording
This
run
is
through.
our second round.
Granted,
here,
it was
but
just the
that's
intro,
okay.
but he messed it up.
Right.
I don't get. It wasn't that hard. He's just over here messing stuff up. It's always the audio, guys.
This is the Block Party, a Minecraft podcast, episode 189. We're your hosts, Bearded Sloth.
And Little C.
Get all our info at theblockpartymc.com.
Now let's get the block party started.
Yay! You know, by now, after 189 weeks of doing this podcast, you would think I would have audio figured out. But
He doesn't.
But microphones are very difficult.
They're so hard.
They're so hard.
Use.
Man,
oh,
Little C,
no.
you are very zoomed in today.
What?
I like it.
Oh, why is that so zoomed in?
You are very zoomed in.
Hey, you guys want to see some behind the scenes? Watch
behind
this.
the scenes
Whee!
stuff. Yay.
Whee! Oh, I'm in the corner. Oh, you guys should definitely Spotify.
Yes, you got to Spotify.
Why is this
You
so?
gotta
Hold
Spotify.
on. Why is this so? We didn't check this beforehand.
I don't know. Well, you were like leaning down the whole time. I don't know what the deal is.
There we go. Yeah, so you good?
Yes.
You're good.
So
Video.
video.
You get
Spotify.
you have to look at us. I'm
Podcast,
sorry.
Yes. And we are supposed to talk about Minecraft here. I guess we'll probably talk a little bit about Minecraft. There was only like an update or something this week.
Did you
You
said you like texted me something about, oh yeah, make sure you talk something about the big update. And I'm like, yeah, the big update. Huge. It's not even an update. It's a drop.
That is true. It's a drop. That's what they call it now. I don't get that. But I mean, I like smaller things like that. I don't mind that. Having more small
Yeah, I like it.
updates, right?
Yeah.
I like that better. And it is nice. You just get a little bit at a time. All right. Anyways, that's enough about all that stuff. We are ready to rock, ready to roll, ready to party. Little see that look you're giving me. It's just a great look. All right.
We have no comments.
Yeah,
Listeners, you guys.
Okay. We did have a comment and I could have
Okay.
put it on here.
Okay.
But my theory was it wasn't really a great comment. Let's wait till we get some more. And when we have nothing else to talk about, right? Because today is a big day for Minecraft. Well, for
What
the
are we
podcast.
talking about again?
So, yes, the big drop, right? I forget what it's even named.
Something spring. What is it? Hold on.
I
It's
don't
spring
know.
something.
But
Let me
it's
look this
awesome.
up.
I like it overall. I like the update part. I definitely have some major frustrations this week, and we're going to get into all of that on this episode. That's where I'm going to start talking.
The spring to life drop.
Spring to
Just
life.
Hold up
There you go.
Minecraft.net.
Okay. Yeah, Minecraft.net. That's where it's at. Little C, Minecraft. I know you've got stuff to talk about in Minecraft. Have you been up to anything?
Played Minecraft.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Go figure.
I know it's actually kind of shocking nowadays.
Anymore.
Playing more than 5 minutes. I started a new hardcore world just
Yeah.
because I wanted. This was after the drop came out because I wanted to experience it and experience what the new
Right.
features are like in a new world, and I just wanted a hardcore world,
Okay.
like a personal one.
Yeah.
Just to have because all my old ones are like deleted. My good one that was on Java
Yeah.
got deleted in world files a while ago. Take backups, everyone.
Backups. Super important.
But, yeah,
Super
so I started
important.
a new world, and all these new features, all the stuff with the new drops add so much life to the world. It is amazing how much ambience and life they add.
Yes.
It's really nice. Just walking around the world feels much nicer now
Yeah.
with the leaf litters.
So
and
I got to
everything.
play a little bit this week, mostly because I was testing packs. That's really going to be my frustration this week. But I did come across some leaf litter naturally spawning. It was like maybe 4 or 5 blocks under one little section of tree that apparently wasn't ever rendered in or simulated in, right? And it wasn't that far off. It was on our main island, basically on Jericho. So you would have thought by now it would have, automatically generated before this, right? Somebody would have been there. I don't know. There wasn't really signs of any life around there, any buildings or anything. So
I don't
maybe
know.
not.
That's a bug. I think.
Okay, and it might be.
I think that was it. Just in like one chunk area.
It was like just a small little section.
Yeah. So that's probably
real small, right
there was
around under a tree.
There was some areas
cool.
I could see chunk errors over by my base in the snow area. So I think it's something to do with that. Yeah, probably.
And the drop came out. They did have a hot fix already this week. So any update, there's always this stuff. To me, it brings some character, even in these long-term worlds. Like, oh, remember when that happened during this update or whatever? As annoying as it can be, for the most part, it's not game-breaking.
As long as it's not going through someone's base.
Right.
That would be...
Yeah, that's sad when that happens. We did have that one time.
That was season 2, I think.
Chopped it off. I'm like, that's not good. Yeah. Yeah, that's my frustration. So, the packs we have, right? And this is why in Jericho in previous seasons, I didn't use outside packs very much. Maybe resource packs, because those are easily replaced or whatever. But we have whose is it? I forget who made it. But we do have a mob head pack that we've been utilizing, and it's been working pretty well, and not many errors in the pack. I might have modified it a little bit when I found errors in the pack to use on Jericho, but for the most part, it was fine. It's not really getting updated anymore, and so the new stuff, and it's just full of errors. So on a server, you have a console where you can see everything. You can type in commands, all that. You can see what's running, and it's just line after line after line of errors as it loads up. And I don't want that at all. So sadly, even though we have all these mob heads and all this, we're going to have to take the back off of Jericho. And I warned our members this, like when we decided to go with this, that's always a possibility. If it's a pack that I don't code and I don't make, I can't guarantee its functionality for a long time. With that said, I am looking into another mob head pack that is available. A lot of it was like, a lot of people would say Foxy has a mob head pack, and it's fine. It's good. But it's only on the marketplace now. He no longer offers it for a download, so you can't have it on private servers. And that's disappointing. That's the disappointment of marketplace, because these creators, these really good creators, Foxy is amazing at what he does. They move it to the marketplace, which makes sense, right? That broadens your audience, broadens the consumers essentially, and you get paid for it. That's awesome. That's good. But then you've got people like us, can't utilize it, can't use marketplace apps on a private server. We're not going to go to Realm. That's not going to happen at this point. For one, our server, we've got a great deal with it, and Bisect offers awesome packages. So I'm not moving anytime soon. So I got to deal with that. But I did find a pack. It's pretty good. I think I might need to tweak the loot tables a little bit on it. I want to look into it. I might end up, I know I talked about this before, creating my own pack for mob heads. Kind of, taking inspiration here and there. And there's a lot of them out there, but most of them are not that great. And I would do it differently than most of them. Like Foxy, I know he has on the marketplace, he has a wrench that you can craft, and then you can tweak it with a UI system, or you can use dies to make the heads bigger or smaller or rotate them and stuff. The pack I'm looking at works like the Java mods that I've seen, where it places in whatever direction you want it, right? So you can have it at an angle, and then it's just set. You don't change the size or anything, and that's fine. So we'll see how that goes. I would love to have more time to sit down, dig through some code, make my own. Maybe I need to start spending an hour just every day when I get home and just focus on that every night and make that a priority. What, do you have any thoughts on that, little C? Is it worth it?
I don't think for mob heads it's worth it. I don't know. I don't even care that we're losing mob heads. like my wall of mob hits. I really
Right.
don't care about that.
Right.
I just am gonna miss having them on armor stands. They're just nice
yeah.
for armor stand decor, but like, it's
Yeah, I
like,
agree with
whatever.
that.
I didn't love them.
I
didn't
think
love
I
the
found
ones.
one that we can use at least for a while.
Yeah, the
or
ones we
whatever,
had, I
so-
didn't love. Anyways,
Right.
like, because some were weird, some were
Yeah.
broke.
I agree.
Just
Yep.
yeah.
So I did find one, and they are actively updating it. In fact, I've seen 2 updates to the pack this week after Minecraft's drop. So they're actively working on it, which is a good sign. And then maybe I can make some tweaks in the code if I need to, or whatever, to make it more of what we want. The other pack that was broken, it wasn't necessarily broken. It just didn't have the new variants of the pig model and the cow model and everything. So all the cows, all the pigs ended up just the old ones, right? So you didn't get the new features in this update, which that defeats the purpose. So I went ahead and took that one off of Jericho already. I'd rather people be excited for the new variants than the animation pack for the mobs.
Yeah, I don't play with the animation pack anyways, so it's
Right.
like, eh.
Right. Now I did find another animation pack. I'm planning on putting it on there. I like it better. And the nice thing with resource packs, you can decide if you want them or not. Right? You can download all the packs that we have on Jericho. Some of them you kind of need. And so you get them all, and then you just go into your cache storage and you delete the ones that you don't want. And then next time it asks you, do you want to download these? You just say no. And then you continue playing, right? And that's what you have to do. So
I don't use the animation pack.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I like the newer one I found, honestly.
Yeah,
better than
that one's
the one
better.
we had too.
There's one on Marketplace I kind of want to get, but it's like cool stuff with animations.
Right.
And I kind of want to use it. Just, yeah.
Now, that's the cool thing on Marketplace for resource packs, right? You can use that client side.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't have to be server side. The reason I like to put it on the server for everybody,
It's for console players that can't
for
get
console players that don't want to buy whatever, right? Or they can't have these custom packs and stuff. One good example of that is actually Foxy No Tail's Better Rain, right?
Or Totems of Undying.
Yeah, we have our special custom Totems of Undying in Jericho, and it's kind of a staple to Jericho anymore. Which, by the way, we should come up with some more designs so I can change it in the pack. I mean, we do have a store in Jericho, a shop now that has based it on the current totem that we have,
and that's kind of the iconic one, the iconic Jericho totem.
Yeah, for sure. And you kind of pixelated it or made the picture of it.
I just got it from a Java pack.
Oh, okay. Well,
I just
so you ported it over. But yeah. All right. Anything else Minecraft you want to talk about before we get into the drop stuff and our real life and the rest of these segments? Little C. Anything else you've been up to?
The drop stuff's cool.
It is cool, and we'll talk about that as we go. I think that's the best way to do it. All right, real life. We do have real lives. I mean, can you believe it? Not much of one, but we have a little bit. So work for me got really crazy one day at work. Like all of a sudden, I have a manager and she kind of assigns help desk tickets, right? But she's not necessarily taking care of them. She can if she needs to. Well, and then there's 3 of us that do the tickets, right? That first come in. And all of a sudden, just ticket. I'm the only one at the helm, basically, because one person was at lunch, the other person was on PTO, and I don't necessarily know what's going on. And the problem that was coming in, I didn't know where to start. It ended up being a bigger problem, something that had to be escalated, something behind the scenes, but it was a program that affects almost all the apps that we use, and it wasn't running right for a lot of our staff. So that was it woke me up that day, that's for sure. Got my heart pumping. So I guess you could call that fun. It was exciting. I I don't know. Adventurous, maybe. So yeah, that was an interesting day. And then Friday, which was yesterday as we record this, I did get to go to an IT lunch at a local place near us, and they did a presentation on AI. It was really interesting. The speaker was actually works for, like, I think he said like car dealers or something, or their company works for car dealerships. And just using AI to get the data to talk to each other and pull info out of the data that they have already and stuff. And it's really interesting stuff. So that was fun. Little C, I know you don't have a life, right?
I had life this week, and now I want nap.
You actually had a life.
So on a Wednesday with youth group that I go to at our church, we had a special event where we went to leaders' houses, and the house I went to, we had tacos.
Tacos.
So that was good.
Tacos are always
thought
good.
about sending you a picture of the tacos when we were eating them,
Yeah.
but then I'm like, you'll just show up.
I would
start eating tacos.
Just showed up. Yeah,
and
for sure.
Yeah, because you're friends with the people's house that we were at, so you would have just been like, hey, you didn't tell me they were tacos.
Where's my tacos?
What's up with that?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, tacos.
Nice.
Those were good. And then last night, went to dinner and a dance with friends. So I'm tired.
Fun.
Because that was...
Yeah, you didn't get
late.
home till like, what, midnight or something?
Yeah, I think it was a little before.
Well, yeah, that's a late night for you.
Yeah. I didn't drink coffee
Was it fun,
either.
though?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, good.
My ears also hurt.
Yeah, you guys were up by the music?
No, it was
loud.
loud. We were... and it doesn't help that the PA systems they use are very not great. I mean, they're fine and it sounds fine and it doesn't really matter because everyone's just vibing,
right?
But like it's a very the high ends were a lot on some of the songs, so it just like it's that like level of it that it hurts when it hits the high.
Yeah, no, I get it.
High frequencies.
Does it affect you now when you're in a situation like that? Since we're behind the soundboard at church and stuff, and we've been helping, I listen to all that stuff differently now.
I notice it, but I can just ignore it because I'm vibing, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, just have fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Well, that was cool. That's our real lives. We usually talk about that. If you're new to the podcast, we try to keep you up to date on, just us.
Whatever we're doing.
Don't
know why.
In Minecraft and real
it's not much.
Yeah. All right, but we have another segment. It's becoming one of my favorites now.
Oh boy.
It is Story Time with Little C, featuring Little C. Now here's Little C.
What? Who? What? Oh wait, I'm Little C, and this is Story Time with Little C. So that hardcore world I started talking about, I was caving, trying to get some iron. And this is very early on. I think I have some random gear I found in a village chest and a shield. No, I don't think I had a shield yet. This was before I had a shield. And I stumbled into a cave, saw 3 creepers and 4 skeletons. And I decided, nope, not doing that. And ran away. This has been Story Time.
That was Story Time with Little C, featuring Little C. And now I'm not Little C.
No, I'm not Little C.
Oh, you're not Little C?
That's my username.
But you were Little C.
But I'm Little C, but I'm not Little C. On Bedrock Edition. Or I'm Little C Live. Or I'm Little C Gaming.
I have to say, Little C, that your little, nope, not today moment, I have that every time. I see creepers, skeletons, nope, not today.
You never.
I just run the other way.
It is never the day. Right. It's never the day.
Never the day for that. That's for sure. All right. Let's do it. I'm ready.
The past week of Minecraft. All info from Minecraft.net.
Yes, we have some update stuff here for you. These are the changelogs.
The pre-release.
Well, no. There was a Minecraft Java 1.21.5 release candidate too.
The update came out.
Well, they just had to fix some bugs here. This came out Monday, March 24th, 2025. Apparently, they were having trouble with blending in new chunks. It wasn't doing it. It wasn't doing the blend thing. So that would have been bad for the release.
Yeah.
Because then it's kind of permanent. Piston movement is not applying block effects to entities. That was another problem that they got fixed right before. Then on Tuesday, March 25th, 2025, Minecraft Java 1.21.5. And this was that drop. What was it called again? Spring to Life?
Yeah. Wait.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I saw the
All right.
page open.
New game drop features. They added, and we've been talking about these in snapshots and stuff, but added cold and warm variants for the pig, cow, and chicken. Sheep now spawn with wool color dependent on the biome in which they spawn. I've definitely noticed that with the sheep. I mean, in the variants too. It's very obvious, but yeah, I've
The
definitely
colors
seen
are
that
still
with
noticeable.
the sheep. Yep. Added new sound variants for wolves. I haven't paid too much attention to that yet. Overhauled the visuals of each spawn egg to improve readability and accessibility. Added fallen tree generation. Added firefly bush block. What are you thinking of those?
I like them.
You do.
Great ambience.
Yeah, awesome. And added leaf litter block. We talked about that a little bit. Added wildflowers block. This is so nice. This is nice because these are just basically everywhere, right?
They're just the cherry blossom things, but retextured and
Right.
so they're really nice to have for decoration.
It's very nice. Added bush block. Have you come across these in Jericho?
I have everything in Jericho.
Okay.
And in the new world, they're kind of across the plains, and it's just really nice because it just feels more ambient. It feels now Minecraft feels like all the mod packs I played that added ambience.
Gotcha.
Like the mod packs that's only goal is to make Minecraft feel more ambient. Now the game feels like that, which is great.
Added short dry grass and tall dry grass blocks. Added cactus flower block, which can grow on cactus blocks. That's really pretty. I
Cool.
like that. It changes up the green a little bit. Added new falling leaf particles to all leaves blocks that did not already have them. So yeah, we have the falling leaf, just more ambience. Added new ambient block sounds in the desert and badlands biomes. Added language support for Kyrgyz.
I have no idea what that is.
I think we talked about it in a snapshot one time and I totally forget again. All right, so that's a good summary of the drops. That's also Bedrock, which also came out Tuesday, March 25th, 2025. It was version 1.21.70. But this one has a little bit different feature for Bedrock.
Yeah. This isn't true. It's not. I don't have it. This feature. Unless.
Did you enable it?
I don't know.
All right. It is the pause feature.
Yay, we need this.
Now, I do wonder, though. I wonder if it's still an experimental or something.
Because this is Bedrock stable.
It is under that.
And it just says feature. There's no extra things.
So we are thrilled to include a highly requested feature, the ability to pause the game in single player. The feature will be rolled slowly to ensure stability. After 2 weeks, it will be available to everyone.
I was so annoyed because I'm like, I want the feature. Yeah. I want to be able to pause my game.
This is kind of cool. I didn't know how this was going to work, but pause when alone. You can pause when you are alone in a local world owned by yourself. So you're just playing, nobody else on, no problem. Pause it, unpause it. So unpause when joined. Your game will unpause if someone joins you.
That's nice. So you don't have to disable multiplayer for the pause feature to work.
Right.
I like that.
I like that. And I'm very curious how that's going to work. Server side?
It's not going to be a thing.
That doesn't,
it won't exist.
I wouldn't think so. Or even realms.
It won't exist.
So, and I think we're getting to that. I think they're going to address that. Join notification. So a notification will inform you that someone else has joined and that your game has resumed. The notification includes the option that takes you right back to the game. Perfect if you are deep in a menu. So that's nice. The note here, the game will not pause if you are playing on a Realm server or when playing with a friend on your local server. Okay, there you go. There's the answer.
Yep.
New game drop features, blocks, the bushes, a new
All the
type
stuff.
of decorative block that can be found in small patches, added the firefly bush block, added cactus flower, leaf litter, the short dry grass, tall dry grass, wildflowers, all that good stuff. Now, they do specify a little bit more.
And
Those
they have-
wildflowers are in birch forest, old growth birch forest, and meadows.
So
That's
I
where
don't
those
know
are.
if this was on Java. I assume it was. It was just not in the shortened one. But the next thing is sounds. So they added a bunch of ambient sounds with blocks. So like all the sand, red sand, and terracotta have a chance of playing an ambient sound when there's a lot of them together, which is cool.
Okay. Yeah.
And then dead bushes play ambient sounds when on top of those blocks. And then the wolf sounds. This is cool. So there's 6 unique wolf sounds that are randomized. So if you mix all the randomization of the sounds plus the like textures,
Yeah.
kinds of wolves, you can get a lot of unique wolves now.
Yeah, that's awesome. So they're going to have personalities.
Yeah.
Right? And you really will fall in love more.
Cats don't
It'll
have
be
personalities.
personalized.
They all sound the same. Although they kind of all sound the same in real life too.
Not exactly.
Yeah, I guess
Not
not.
exactly. So maybe that'll come later. Maybe they'll focus on that a little bit more. Who knows? But everybody likes dogs better. Controversy. All right. Animal variants. We got the chicken variants, warm chicken and cold chicken. Cow variants, warm cow and cold cow.
You don't have to read
Pig
the whole
variants,
thing. My
warm
goodness.
pig and cold pig.
What is it with you and just having to read it if those
It's
words
there
are...
in front of me.
Just-
they took the time.
just
I took the
proofread.
time.
Just proofread it.
They did overhaul the visuals of
Mm.
spawn eggs to improve readability and accessibility. So I like
those
that.
the spawn eggs are cool if you're in creative at all.
Updated trades. This is kind of cool. Cartographers now sell 7 new maps, which each point to a different village or other structures in a different biome. These maps can help players who want to quickly find a specific location. All right, that's awesome. The Wandering Trader now has better prices, more trades, and sells larger amounts of many items. I actually took
Hear
a
me out.
screenshot of this.
Hear me out. Or
Yeah.
free leads.
Yes, that is an option.
Or if you want the best of both worlds, you trade with him until he's out of trades,
and then
you get your free leads. And free leather.
you can get the leads without actually
Best way to get leads and leather right there.
unaliving the Wandering Trader.
I know, I get the leads. And the llamas are no longer alive.
Well, that
But
might
you
be.
don't have to do it that way. If you put them in boats, you can technically get the leads. But I kill them all. It's
not good.
leads.
All right.
I want leads. Give me the leads. Stop wandering around. You're not helping.
All right, and we have achievements with add-ons.
This is
Enabled
controversial.
earning achievements while playing in a world with add-ons applied.
This is a cool idea because it means you can have like donut pack or something in
Right.
your world.
Yes,
But it also means that achievements mean absolutely nothing.
that is true because I know how I could make packs and make it
Just
completely
Make a pack that gives you all the achievements in one
Right.
button or something.
Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get this. I think we need to keep that separated. And of course, there's more. The changelogs are huge. We just covered very summarized versions of these. You can check that out. I should have the link in the description of our podcast so you can get on Minecraft.net and check it all out. The link I share should take you to all of the changelogs, like ever, and you can read about them all. Which is really nice. It has the stable and the previews and the snapshots and all that. All right. I was kind of surprised by this. On Wednesday, March 26, 2025, they did go ahead and release a Bedrock beta / preview 1.21.80.22.
You were surprised by this?
I wasn't expecting it the same week.
Oh, I
Yeah.
assume they're two different teams. Like they have the
Yeah,
teams
probably.
working on each drop now.
And we saw this at Minecraft Live,
Mhm.
right?
So these are features that are in beta preview. They're not out yet.
Right. These are not out. These aren't in the new drop. So I think the next one, probably June, I would guess, is probably what we're talking. I think they released that. I feel like I saw that either on an IBX video or somewhere. I think somebody released that June's going to be the next drop. All right. Anyways, locator bar dots are now shown representing players in spectator mode to other players also in spectator mode on the locator bar. I see. So if you're in spectator mode, then you can see the other spectator mode people, but you probably can't see them if you're in survival.
You can see the players that aren't.
Yes.
And the players that are.
Yeah,
if
maybe.
You're a spectator. I don't.
Anyways, they want your feedback. You can check out their Discord for that. They really do tweak things based on community feedback. So be sure to get your opinion in there. Features and bug fixes, flat world presets. This is a big deal. We used to have custom flat worlds. Was that clear back before Bedrock then?
Yeah, that was Legacy Edition and Java Edition has it.
Okay. So flat world presets. It's now possible to select a flat world preset in the advanced tab of the create new world screen when flat world mode has been enabled.
Yeah, I think these are all just the Java Edition ones too.
Okay, so you can now have more variety in your flat worlds with the following presets: Classic Flat, Tunneler's Dream, Water World, Overworld, Snowy Kingdom, Bottomless Pit, Desert, and Redstone Ready. They have a statement here. We want to develop the future of flat worlds together with you, the community, by hearing your ideas over at the feedback site. Developers note, this is the first batch of flat world presets we're adding. More are on the way, including the popular The Void preset.
That's a good preset.
Yep. And this is great for map builders and things like that. Definitely leave your feedback on that. All right. They have some fixes in this beta preview. Fixed an issue where text to speech wasn't working on Android Fire tablet devices. Fixed an issue where the player would momentarily lay under or beside a bed when going to sleep.
I've had this in the main game all the time. I would wake up and I'd be under the bed. It's so annoying.
So hopefully by the next drop, that'll be fixed. Deep Slate Redstone ore once again lights up after interacting with it. Deep Slate Redstone ore no longer stays infinitely lit up after interacting with it. When respawning from death while gliding or swimming, players will now have the correct collision. Mobs no longer have difficulty inflicting recurring hits when very close to non-moving players. Camels no longer spawn in spaces that are too small for them. Music and sounds will no longer play once the save and exit button is pressed. Fixed a crash when clicking several times while trying to upload a world to an inactive realm slot. Fixed wolf spawning sounds not using the appropriate sound variants. And fixed an issue that caused a crash while generating chunks. And many more. All right. And then
the hotfix.
The hotfix. Of course. You can almost always expect a hotfix within a few days of a drop, especially on Bedrock. Minecraft Bedrock 1.21.71 came out Friday, March 28th, 2025. Fixed an issue that prevented buttons for external links from working correctly on iOS devices. Fixed mobs playing their death animation twice as quickly as they should have. It's like fast forward. Fixed client and server desynchronizing on entities the client erroneously thought were dead. All right, that's it. Man, quite a week.
Yeah.
And I really like this drop. It's
I think
very
it's
nice. I love the ambience. It's really a good direction they're going with this. I'm really excited to see what they continue with.
There were a few things, like some nitpicky things I saw people talking about with like just the modern texturing, not like the texture update modern texturing, but like modern texturing. The way they texture stuff is weird, and a
Yeah.
lot of people don't like it.
Like
and
the
it's,
new variants and stuff.
yeah, and just like the bushes and stuff,
Okay,
it just
yeah.
feels different,
It does,
which is
for sure.
interesting. I don't know.
I don't know if I have an opinion one way or the other
I
as
think
far
it
if it's
flows
better or not.
together fine
It is
enough.
different. Yeah. The one thing I did, I going back to last week's show and talking about Minecraft Live and the Happy Gas, and
Yeah, Happy Gas is cool.
I like the concept, but the texture of that, and when they have the saddle on and the goggles and stuff, it's just silly to me. I don't know. I don't think I like it.
You're playing a game with floating trees made for children.
No floating trees.
It's
That's
going
the
to be
11th commandment.
it's
No
gonna be
floating
silly.
trees. All right. So let us know what you guys are thinking about the drop, what you thought of it. Be sure to get your comments in. We will read them next week. I really want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what the community's saying. It's not all about me. It's not all about Little C. We need you to tell us how you feel, because you're the Minecrafters, right? We all are. And sometimes there's compromise, right? There might be something that I'm super happy for that Little C thinks is junk, and vice versa. So it's okay to have your opinion, and I want to hear them. All right. That was fun. I think I'm done. I mean, we covered it.
Yeah,
right?
but we have more. I mean, for that section. But there's more to the show.
Yeah.
The show's not
Yeah.
done. Now it's time for do.
Listener questions.
Our first question comes from Weld. How would you pronounce that?
It's a Weildo.
Wieldo? That makes sense.
Like Waldo, but
Yeah.
Weildo.
What is your proudest moment in Minecraft or life in general?
Okay, so this question was actually asked by my current employer at my job interview last year.
Okay, this is a little different
Oh, what?
on a Minecraft podcast. I don't think you brought up Minecraft in the job interview.
Well, actually, as shallow as it sounds and as silly as it sounds, I am really proud of figuring out the add-on packs I created and how to get them to work properly. I actually said that in my job interview.
Oh my gosh.
Literally said that.
I mean, you got the
Right?
job, but
I
oh my
did.
gosh.
I did, because it was something that I had no idea how to do when I started doing it. No clue. I had to figure it all out. And the documentation that is out there for making add-ons, especially like the donut pack, the food pack, the documentation isn't set up for servers, right? And I had to figure out how to get it to work on the server. And I did that myself, right? Nobody helped me. I figured it out. So I'm very proud of making that work. And yes, I said that in my job interview, and that's my answer here. And I think me taking the time and working on that particular donut pack, as small as it is, and it's not that big of a deal, but that little bit, I think, is what ultimately led me into my new IT career that I'm in now. Isn't that crazy?
Mine's just Minecraft related. You're over here like pouring
Well,
out your
I
life
said,
story.
or life in
You're
general.
pouring out your life story,
I'm
and I'm
just
over here
saying.
like Minecraft. So this season of Jericho, I've
Yeah.
done a lot that I'm proud of.
Yeah.
Just my base is super organized. I've never done that where everything's organized. And granted, my base layout's still confusing to anyone that's not me, but that's just how you build bases.
Yeah, yeah.
But like everything's organized. I've never done that in a season before, or just
I
in
know.
a world in general.
I'm well aware, Little. Son.
And also, my map art of Green Day's American Idiot I built this season is really cool. That's a project I've wanted to do since like season 3,
yeah,
and
it
I
is
never
amazing.
have, and I finally did it. So
It
that was
is
cool.
Really amazing. And to describe what he's talking about, in case you don't know, basically 128 by 128.
Yeah, for a map art.
for
then
map art. So you
I
find
built
where the edge of the map
I
is.
built a platform in the sky, so I technically placed 128 by 128 twice. Because then I put carpet over the platform.
Right. Yeah.
So that's fun.
Yeah. And you did all this in survival.
Yep.
Right. Complete survival. I know that for a fact because it's on Jericho. That is, and it looks really good.
It's
so then
cool.
you open the map up and it's just the Green Day
just
album.
That. Yeah, it's
right?
cool.
Yeah. Amazing. That is something to be proud of, by the way. So good answer. Good question. I really like those type of questions where they can be Minecraft related or not, and we can take it either way too.
Yeah.
So
we both
that's
went
awesome.
different directions.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Next one comes from Radio Guy. What is your favorite type of wood? And he says mine is oak.
Spruce. I use it the most in building. It looks nice and it's easy to farm for chests and stuff. Overall, just good.
I'd probably agree with you on your statement there. But my answer here is chuck. Yep. Definitely woodchuck. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
No, you're turning into Holy Bookworm. We don't need another Holy Bookworm. Stop it.
Speaking of which,
now it's time for Holy Bookworm's joke of the week, which we only need one of. So BS, stop making jokes like she would.
Now you got me off track here. What happens if a strawberry gets run over in the street?
Traffic jam. Morbid. Dang. I'm just imagining
Poor strawberry.
I'm just imagining a little strawberry like in an animated kids show with legs and stuff, and then just a car hits it. Strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam. Traffic jam. Not strawberry
Traffic,
jam.
yeah. Sorry. Yeah, words are hard.
That's why we leave the joke to Holy Bookworm.
Yeah, we're not doing so well.
All right, listeners, this podcast is awesome, and I appreciate you all. We do need you, the subscribers, to help support us. Make sure you're a subscriber. If you're not, there's a link down there. 99 cents a month really, really helps us. And that's the only way we really get any type of financial support. We're definitely in the negative every month, and that's fine. We do this for fun and for you, but if you want to help us out, that's the best way. And we're not just going to take your money and leave you. We give you exclusive content with that subscription. You get like all the early episodes when we were just learning how to do this, right? So you're wondering why the podcast starts at episode 50. That's why. All those early shows, you can still listen to them. You just got to be a subscriber. And we do have an additional show that we've done, right? I think there's like 18 episodes or something like that. It's the After Hours show. It's just Little C and I, and occasionally some guests in there. We've had guests in the studio. We've had them, through other means, right, on the podcast. So check that out. You don't want to miss that show. It's a lot. It's not necessarily Minecraft related. Some of it is. A lot of it's not. You get all that. 99 cents a month. That's it. And you get access to all of it. So help us out. I think our goal right now, I'd really like to hit 15. I think we're only at like 5. So help us out. Do that. Go right there. Subscribe. There's a link. Subscribe to the podcast. We're not talking about YouTube, which is good too. This is separate. All right. Anyways, theblockpartymc.com.
Got thoughts or questions? Because we run out of stuff to talk about very quickly, and we start trying to make Holy Bookworm's jokes better and ruining them. Yay! You can reach us on Discord, the contact form on the website, or contact at theblockpartymc.com.
Thanks for listening. I'm Bearded Sloth, and now I gotta eat my coffee.
And I'm Little C. Bye!